We'll start with Zach.
Connor, I guess, how do you pick apart once you are able to kind of sleep on it, digest, watch film, a game like that where there is, I imagine, some frustrating inconsistency. There are some moments where I think, the offense probably looks not just good for a play, but in rhythm for a drive. And then also just you have so much, I think, 104 total snaps to kind of break down. How do you sift through all that, I guess, the day after?
It's definitely a lot of film to watch, that's for sure. But I just think we didn't kind of beat ourselves. We had some key penalties that killed drives. Some missed throws, some drops that, could make it 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, between 3rd and 10. And then, I think we were down 14 minutes to go in the game on their 5-yard line. I mean, we got to find a way to score a touchdown there. And, I mean, you've seen what we've been able to do the first Illinois game, Western Kentucky. I mean, when we're down 7, and we're going to win that game. So we got to find a way to score there. And, yeah.
We have Jim on your right, and then Jeff.
Connor, once you've actually had to go through all that now, you have a week to put it in place and move on to the next game, go back on the road to a hostile environment, and put that together to now win the games. What can you all, once you take from that, what can you do to implement that in a short time so it's successful?
Nothing's going to change about our offense, about what we do. I think it's going to help, this being the second road game of the year. I think the first one's always tough because, you haven't played on the road in over a year or about a year. And so the second one, you're more comfortable on the road. You're more comfortable communicating with offensive linemen in loud situations. Obviously Nebraska is going to be much louder, but like I said, we're going to still do what we do. We just got to execute when it matters, and prepare. Thought we had a couple of days in practice last week where missed some throws, missed some assignments on the offense. So if we prepare well, it shows on game day.
Jeff on your right, and then Dustin.
Hey, Connor. How do you guys get off to better starts? You guys have been behind, to start the season. How do you get off to better starts?
It's a great question. I think, like I've been saying, just the little things, the little details, like that first drive, we were moving the ball. We were in their territory, their side of the 50, and I just think we've found ourselves in like a 2nd and long, which turns into 3rd and long, and a couple missed little small details that turn a 1-yard, 2-yard run into a 10-yard run, and it being 4th and inches, 4th and 1, where we have an opportunity to go for it. So I think just really focusing in early in the game, knowing that we got to start strong, and definitely would put a lot less pressure on us not being down.
Dustin on the left.
Connor, all in all, how do you think you guys are doing this with tempo so far? That's obviously a big part of this offense. What do you think the value has been for it for you guys? When you've had breakdowns with it, where do you think you've gone wrong? And ultimately, do you think it's good for you guys to be a tempo team?
I think it's been great for us. I think someone was saying last week, I don't know where they got this, but we were like the 2nd fastest operating team in the country. So we play fast. Other team knows it. It limits their coverages. It limits their they can't scheme up pressures on third downs, and they're scared to sub, bring in their freak pass rushers, and then we can just call our base stuff, especially on third downs when they're not lined up. And then you saw against Cincinnati, defenses make mistakes too. They bust and leave guys wide open and get easy touchdowns. So it's one of our biggest weapons, I think.
Tyler and Zach.
Connor, just curious about Josh Henderson. What do you just enjoy about being teammates with him?
Yeah, he's an awesome person. He's quiet, a little like myself, but he's tough as nails, runs hard. I think there was one play he missed, I think, in protection, and he can't stop thinking about it, I can tell, and he was just talking to me about it, and he was getting on himself about it. So he cares. He wants to be great, and he's going to be a big part of our offense moving forward.
I guess just more of a procedural question, but you're leading the country in passing attempts per game right now, and I think it's like 3.5 more than anybody else. Like, just what do you do on a week-to-week basis to just manage your arm? And I imagine there's stuff you do for your whole body in terms of when you dealing with the physical toll of playing quarterback, but your arm, your shoulder in particular, what do you do to just kind of make sure that stuff stays fresh when you are attempting a lot of passes?
I think just being cautious in practice, warming up well. I think we do a really good job of warming up before practice. And then you're not launching balls down the field in practice and for no reason. Just little stuff like that where, save it a little bit. And then also, in high school, I didn't throw that much. So, I've got not much wear and tear on the arm in high school, so.
We'll go Mason, and then we'll wrap up the topic.
Connor, you and Cam Camper especially have really developed a kind of a special connection so far. You guys look like you're really in sync. What is it about you two and your preparation that allows you guys to have such a great connection in such a short time?
I think just his willingness to, be coached. Coach Henry is an awesome coach. Coach Bell is a great receiver with receivers too. But he's a hardworking guy. He does what he's coached to do. Doesn't complain. And then if something's not right, he'll ask me about it and we'll get it fixed. So me and him have really good communication. He's a phenomenal person too.
Last one, Tyler.
Connor, with you guys just playing so much up-tempo, was there in, preseason over the summer fall camp, like another layer of conditioning that you guys had to do to be able to play that fast, or was it, just kind of as normal in terms of conditioning?
Yeah, we definitely knew in the summer that we had to do more conditioning because we were up-tempo. It's not more volume. It's more like, I think, just like a series, a drive. How we play, it's, you throw it, catch, down, sprint, and we're going another play. So kind of simulating that, and with the strength staff, we did a little bit of, and then I think I did more running this summer than I've ever done, in a summer. So I was definitely well conditioned going into fall camp.
Great. Thanks, Connor.
Good. Thanks, guys.